Okay, so here is my new Neff Washer Dryer, which just arrived yesterday, got installed, got switched on, ran a wash cycle, the error light came on, error 1, looked in the book, that's because the anti-flood device has triggered. So in order to get in the machine and get the washing out, we had to take off the bottom white front panel and pull this little red cord over here to release the door. This is a drainage hose and I think that's for removing a filter. So after Googling, it turns out that probably it has leaked. So the advice was to take the back off and have a look. So to take the back off, you need to take the top off as well. As you can see in the top here. And then if we look around the back, here's in the back of the machine, so you can see the back of the drum and the motor and drive belt. And in the bottom here, it doesn't come out well on the camera, but there is water swimming about in the bottom. There would have actually been more, but it all leaked out onto the floor as we were removing the machine. This little white thing in the middle must be the float valve that triggers the anti-flood device. It seems the inside around the edges is lined with plastic so that a certain amount of water can collect without flooding out, but I think when we had to tip the machine to bring it out, it must have leaked. There seem to be some grey hoses come down here which are designed to bring water down in here, which is probably if there's a leak somewhere else. And then on the back here, I don't know whether this should or should not be connected, but it looks like possibly it should be. It's a bit wet in there, there's a bit of water in that hose, so maybe the water's come from there, but who knows. And it did feel a bit wet in around here, so perhaps this is where the leak has come from. Maybe this has been supplied not connected when it should be. It looks like that ought to connect on there, but not knowing how it's plumbed, I don't really want to connect up something that I know nothing about. Unfortunately, I contacted Neff customer services and didn't have a great experience, and you can see that in a separate video. You can see me on the telephone speaking to the supervisor.